It's definitely blurring, and when that is even more gone, mobile gaming, as in handheld phone mobile gaming, is definitely worldwide. You can have,
Yes.
and that's because of the indie scene. That's because of the ubiquitousness of apps, so to speak. I mean,
Yeah, and
yeah,
the kind of wild wild west mentality, right? So I mean the App Store is so much more policed than the Android market, and as a result, but there's still, if you go to the App Store, there's still, there's still junk, quote unquote, right? But not nearly as much stuff as there is in the Android market. People can go out there and really make whatever the hell they want, which can be a good thing or a really bad thing, right? So as long as there are these platforms within which people can create, whatever out of their garage with a computer, you're going to have this kind of I think you're going to have this kind of a marketplace, which is very volatile, which could move, which does all the time. It moves so quickly, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
where was Angry Birds, 6 years ago?
Well, where are those
You
guys
know,
from? Where's Roxio from?
I don't,
I want to say it's Croatia or something like that.
Rovio, right?
Rovio.
It's Rovio. Yeah.
People in the
Anyway,
chat when they catch up in like a minute should definitely
yeah.
tell us where Angry Birds
Yeah.
people
Let us
come
know.
from. I'm pretty darn sure it was an Eastern European country. The point is that
Yeah.
we've had people saying this in the chat the whole time. Mr. Indie Game Mark from Indie Game Searchlight, who definitely has his pulse on the industry, or his hand on the pulse of the indie industry, is saying he wouldn't be surprised if Sweden, beyond Minecraft, became even more of an indie game, big indie game name.
On the shoulders of Notch. Absolutely.
Exactly. But so many indie games are based off of the shoulders of Notch. And not that they copy Minecraft, but they use that as a model, as a template.
Yes.
If they can make hundreds of millions of dollars off of this Java hobby that
Yep.
one guy was doing in his spare time, why couldn't
Off a
anybody?
great idea.
And
It is.
and
It
it's
makes
very
total
true.
sense. It is. So it's kind of but I think what it doesn't do is it doesn't
Rovio is
create.
Finnish.
There you go.
Thank you.
It doesn't create, I think, a center of, or it doesn't bode well for a center of the video game universe. Now, let's distinguish that really quickly and do a little bit of a reality check. Where all these people want to be now is a little bit different, right? So one of the reasons why Minecraft sells so well is because it's sold in a place where it could touch tens of millions of people, and then could also be ported out to other platforms that also reached a lot of people, right? So it had a tremendous amount of success there. Whereas I think if you look at where another game or another developer might be wanting to spend their time and efforts, it's going to look very different. They're going, is Xbox the place to put your independently developed game? I'm hearing more and more that it's not, right?
Supposedly Sony is really embracing the indies with PS4.
Exactly. And you know what? For good freaking reason,
And a
right?
lot of people think that's a great move on their part.
It's a great move because I think at that point you can give people a low price point to buy viral games. It's the same kind of thing that they want you to do in your iPhone. It's just that PlayStation's trying to kind of grab that as well. But is that the center of the video gaming universe? In my mind, it's not, because we're still not talking about what I think is what we all, because gaming is near and dear to our hearts, really think of when we think about the center of the gaming universe. We're talking about the development, the distribution, and the creation of artistic AAA games that kind of define generations of gamers.
Right.
And in that regard, the Western dominance, I think, is going nowhere. I'm not sure that there's going to be, a tremendous shift of power in that regard, because so many of the publishing arms of this equation, because remember, you got developers, but you also have publishers, very important. The publishing arm of this is very, very centered in the United States. And most of the United States companies have other subsidiaries in other countries that do their distribution and their publication there. And I just think that's something that can't be avoided and is steering the industry in, I'm not saying because people are out there colluding and trying to take over the world. Maybe they are, but it's more along the lines of they're making it easier to do business for developers in the United States and in the West.
I will agree with you to the point that yes, I do not believe that the AAA huge budgeted video games that center will not move as long as that is the viable model. As long as that is a viable model.
100%.
The question, which I'm seeing more and more nowadays, is that really a viable model? Are the $20 million budget AAA games where entire development houses go out of business as soon as they release the game because it took so long and so many people and so much money to make?
Right.
How much longer is that really going to stand?
Yes. I think,
and once that goes down, yeah, I think truly there will be no center, and that'll disperse more to the more nimble whatever is coming next. It's something more nimble. Well, and I think some development houses will survive and some will not, and whoever is able to, figure out the best way to make video games that a lot of people will buy without the ridiculous blockbuster price tags to make them will survive.
Yeah, but I mean, let me make a defense of that for a second. So I think the reason it's the center, so the largest conference in terms of the industry of video games is E3 every year. We have PAX, that's the largest, conference for fans, right? When you go to one of those and you hit the exhibition floor, what everyone's talking about are the AAA titles. Mm-hmm. They have the most money. And why do they have the most money? Is it because of the developers? In some cases it is, like say for Rockstar, for example. But no, it's with the publishers. The publishers have the money. They front the money for those kinds of things because they figure that's an investment in their success, right? That model isn't going anywhere. You're not going to lose. This is my speculation here, okay? My opinion. My opinion is that's not going anywhere anytime soon because you still have Halo 4. The numbers came out today, right? Halo 4 was by far the largest selling Halo game of all time.
Okay.
That is, in my mind, a pretty compelling argument for the fact that a AAA title that is developed over the course of years by hundreds of people is still where the gaming universe is centered and focused. And I don't think that's going anywhere.
I think it will in the next few years. Because for every Halo 4, you have an L.A. Noire and a Team Bondi that
of course
completely obliterates itself under the weight of its own project. Makes a great game, but holy crap, without a lot of work and effort and money. So
and just to have everything explode, which is terrible.
So we differ.
And a lot of people get out of work. And I mean, I don't know that we differ necessarily. We probably disagree about the time frame. Yeah. I think the time frame is going to be more elongated for the AAA world that we live in. I think it might very well fall, but it's going to take a lot more time, I think, than you're giving it credit. I think those roots run deep in the industry, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Have we talked this to death yet?
I just gave you spirit fingers, which means I think we have.
Boom.
That is not spirit fingers. That's waving.
Well, I was. Yeah, I guess I was waving. Yeah. Okay, so
follow me.
No, we're not doing that. No. So now we will move on. So I think we treated that pretty well. I don't know if we necessarily came to any kind of conclusion, but we think
we never do.
Yeah, but I think the center of the gaming world is firmly planted in the West. A lot of the games that people want to play are Western at this point, which makes it that way. Which I think is the other point we have to make. Games right now are more compelling, made by Western developers. Doesn't mean it's always going to be that way, but I think that's where the market is now. And that might feed directly into your point. Whereas change tastes, which, by the way, are ephemeral and fleeting, snap like that, who knows? The whole thing could fall apart. Anyway.
With that, it's time for some Linsanity, I'm thinking.
With that, it's time for some Linsanity.
Also, I completely missed from changing the tids and bits. There we go. Now the topic is correct. Where's the center of the video game world?
Yes.
And now...
Take that. And now we're going to move to the third part of the show, which people tell me is their favorite part of the show, which is the question and answer portion of the program. We're going to have you guys ask us any kind of question you'd like, whether it be a question about the topics we discussed today, or it could be something we've discussed previously on the program, or it could be something completely unrelated questions about real cat faces, questions about Jeremy Lin. Where is he now? No one knows.
That is a very good question, actually.
I don't. I think he's in Texas. I don't. Anyway, the
Will
point
he
is,
be joining the Miami Heat? Will he supplant
Chris Bosh,
Kevin James, James
Kevin,
Allen,
Kevin James, the King of Queens.
What's his
the
name?
King of Queens. Yes.
Why can't I think?
So Jeremy Lin is actually going to be the star. You didn't have to misquote the Commodore to put this one down, okay? Jeremy Lin is starring in a new sitcom,
The King of Miami.
The King of Miami,
with
supplanting with Kevin James, supplanting LeBron. Okay, there you go. You heard
that
it here
makes
first.
sense.
Anyway, if you'd like to ask a question, all you have to do is go click on my name, and you'll see it right there. Well, in a minute, you'll see it. It's right there. Trust me. Go click on my name, click PM, and you can send me whatever question you want, and we will get right into the questions right now. Starting, number 1, with Jay Squiggles.
Hold on, I'm tweeting.
Okay, you're tweeting?
I'm tweeting.
Can we get some tweet music while you're tweeting?
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, okay. That was a short tweet. Okay, good. First question, Jay Squiggles. How is the sexiest host in the world?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Okay, covered that. Next, let's see. Here we go. Jofo.
Good old Jofo.
Jofo asks,
he gets an American flag.
Ruin the Commodore. Are you guys playing any good 3DS games at the moment, and are you looking forward to any upcoming 3DS titles? Just saying.
I'm sure No. You know what I was playing the other day while I was waiting in the airport as I missed my connecting flight by 5 minutes? I hate United, by the way.
So now the check's coming from Samsung, and now we're going to get sued by United Airlines.
Yes.
Just want to keep
love Delta, though.
Want to keep score. Okay.
They love to fly, and it shows.
Oh man, we are toast. We are toast. All right, go ahead. Yep, keep going. No, I don't know what you were playing.
Final Fantasy Rhythm. I know. I've just still been
I'm
playing
sure it's
it.
a great game that you can't pronounce the title of. It's probably wonderful.
No, well, it's Elite Beat Agents, which I love the crap out of, and Final Fantasy music. So how can you not love it? There's other good stuff that's supposed to be coming out for the 3DS, and I can't think of it. Because
it's not the center of the gaming universe, and I rest my case.
No, but 3DS is good.
I didn't say it was bad.
I also got Mario Kart 7. It's good. I've heard that Mario 3D Land is awesome, so I'm going to pick that up when it drops a little bit in price. New Pokemon game. You know I'm getting that.
Yes.
I know you're getting that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have a 3DS.
I don't have a 3DS. I have a DS Lite. I don't plan on replacing that anytime soon. It does the job.
Yeah, it's still pretty awesome.
It just rocks and it rolls, and I love it. And I don't need a PS Vita, because why the hell would you have a PS Vita? Now Sony hates us too. Let's see. Future Days asks, how do you think Pikmin is going to stand up with all of Miyamoto's works? You know, is it going to be remembered well, poorly? What do you think?
Oh, by the way, Animal Crossing New Leaf. I want to pick that up.
Good. Thanks for answering a question that had nothing to do with what we just asked.
I'm just saying, we both know someone who worked on that.
Yes, we do.
And he's not a spokesman for Nintendo. Just saying.
He's not. Not even close.
Anyway.
Doesn't even pretend to be one on our humble show.
Nope. What was the question?
Oh, gosh. How do you think Pikmin is going to stack up?
Oh, I think
how's it going to be remembered?
I think it's going to be remembered as a cult following. It's going to be generally seen as a very good game. Not super popular, but respected.
Okay. I like that. I think, actually, that's pretty much exactly what I would say.
Yes.
I mean, it's definitely not the best. It's not even close, but it's fun. I mean, I've enjoyed my time with it, so whatever.
I'll probably pick up the new one. Not when it first comes out, and I'll wait for a drop in price, but yes.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Let's do here we go. This is a good one. Kaz, the gamer guy.
Oh, yes, Kaz.
After going through, this is a question directly to you because I have no idea. After going through the first Dragon Quest trilogy, much congratulations for that, by the way. What are your thoughts on the Zenithia trilogy?
You got it.
And what is your favorite of the three?
That is also a lot of fun.